Yo, I just want to talk about how crazy it is. I seen that Colin Kaepernick story, how he met with the Green Beret dude, the Army Ranger dude. And what's crazy is that he talked to the dude, and now Colin Kaepernick's taking a knee instead of sitting down to show like a compromise between people saying, oh, you're disrespecting the troops and all that. So now he's taking a knee instead of actually sitting down. I thought that was like super critical. Well, maybe not super critical because sometimes people say, oh, the message gets lost with the method. The message gets lost with the method. People not seeing the message. And now, what are people going to say? Because this is actually, it just looks way better for the people like, oh, you're disrespecting the flag. He's actually taking a knee saying, like, we still got work to do. I'm not sitting down. It's all like in body language, like whatever. But I just thought it was just a great key, like little subtle, not really subtle because they said they talked about for an hour and a half, but it really kind of, it got me thinking about like, you see racists and stuff. You want to see, yell at them, scream at them, and whatnot, get upset with them. But honestly, you're gonna have to not coddle them, but it's like some people probably just gonna be like, yo, fuck that bullshit. At the same time, it's gonna make people defensive, so it's not really gonna get change done, and it might make you feel good and self-righteous and whatnot. But let's say me, let's not say you, but it's not gonna get them to change. So you really have to call them and speak their language. Like, quick sidebar, an example, like you want to get medical marijuana approved or marijuana legalized. You know, like, oh, it's great, the benefits, da da da. I speak their language. Like, as an American, I believe we should have the option to, at over 21, keep it away from schools, keep it away from churches, places of worship, and drug centers. And I think we should be able to have that right to, at this day and age, to smoke marijuana. And the revenue should be going to police and certain things, whatever. Just speak their language. Like, you don't gotta be like, oh, these idiots, they don't know marijuana is not hurt nobody. Like, just legalize the shit. Like, you have to speak their language, not because you just. So like the way to do it, like Bill Maher actually had something about this years ago. Kind of called my, he was like, speak the language, like change the words up. See how now it's called cannabis, like it's all cannabis. Like they trying to change the name from marijuana to it's all the same, but you're just trying to switch the language so people. I'm going on the side, but basically what it is, when you speak to these people, try to like be calm. It's like, I know it's difficult because you're like, because it could be it could be difficult because you're just like, yo, you want to just like, what the like, but you gotta really coddle these people. I mean, that's not the right word, but like speak their language. Like people say, oh, is he disrespecting flag respect? So he spoke to the dude, and then so it's kind of like really compromise. I don't know exactly. We probably spoke to the dude, the Green Beret dude, Army dude, and he was like, you know what you could do, instead of sitting down, just how about kneeling instead, because that could still show you have a protest, but then it can still show that you have more respect for the troops. Even though I know you already said that you're not disrespecting the troops, now people won't be able to take away from your message. Maybe that's what the and now see, that's just beautiful, because now it's like, all right, we're back on track now. But like the thing, how do you like somebody's blatantly racist? Like, what do you do? Like, how do you what where do you start this? They just like, what do you even say? That's the whole thing. Like, it's unfortunate. Like, black people have to figure this out to actually get shit done, but. So I'm gonna just try to keep thinking about like little things. I'm trying in my own life to just stop being a hot take person. Like just jump to conclusion. Like jump to the say the really calm down and just be like, all right, somebody said some wild racist shit. Like actually, this is crazy. Maybe I could have said this better, but one dude like, I'm not gonna bring it up. That's gonna get me upset. But basically, just like it's certain way. Just don't take it personal. I know it's hard to say, but just really try to get to know the. Like, if somebody say he disrespecting the flag, you're like, yo, what the fuck you talking about? Don't say that. Say like, what does the flag represent to you? Like, what does that mean? You gotta ask questions, really get to know people. I understand. It's like, yo, this nigga wild racist as fuck, but or maybe he's not, but it's like maybe it's subtle racism. I have all the answers. I'm just trying to, get to the point where it's like we're trying to move shit forward. So like, a lot of people don't respond to like, yeah, you're a racist. Obviously, nobody's gonna respond. Maybe some people, but oh, wait a minute, I'm really wilding. But, for the most part, you have to, like, navigate these waters in a certain way, so let's all try to figure that out. Well, I'm going to just try to, figure my wave out because I know some people like are agitators in a certain way, like just to get shit in the national. Because let's say he took a knee in the first place, it probably wouldn't have gotten to this level. You know, probably oh, you know, we kind of understand you taking the knee. It wouldn't have popped off like this. The fact that he did a drastic thing made it pop off, and now he came back. So it's kind of like you pop off and then you come back to the middle. Just let it be known, like, yeah, it's kind of like Occupy Wall Street. Like, yeah, we had popped off, and now Bernie Sanders back to the middle. We're more political with it. So maybe initially you do gotta wild the fuck out. But I would say for certain people, you know, like some people are that kind of type. Like I guess I learned some people have the protest personality. Whatever you feel in your heart is the right thing to do. Like me, I was always a person in the middle. I grew up in a lot of different religions, a lot of different stuff. Always bringing people together. So that's just my type of personality. I said we all gotta do it. Basically, I'm gonna have to try to continue to do it. But if you do feel that you are maybe more in the middle, then maybe then maybe try to find those middle grounds, where you can. But I know basically I have to work on that because I do the hot take.